Well, now, turning to our feature articles for the week, as you all know by now, we've been covering World Metrology Week since Monday in Quality Digest Daily. We've had special feature articles, news items, and a three-part trivia contest with great gifts sponsored by Hexagon Metrology, Innometric Software, and Brunson Instrument Company. We've worked very closely during this week-long celebration with the Coordinate Metrology Society, and of course we're proud to be the group's media partner that allows us to bring you details not only on World Metrology Week and things of that nature, but also extensive coverage of the Coordinate Metrology Systems Conference, which occurs every summer. CMSC 2013 takes place this July in San Diego. Woohoo! That's right, we're going to be there.
Nice place.
That's right. So joining us now via Skype to chat about the CMSC, World Metrology Week, and a lot more is the Coordinate Metrology Society's current chairperson, Robb McIvor. Robb, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks a lot, Mike. Hi, Dirk.
Hey. Robb, thank you again. Thanks for being here with us, and thanks for supporting us on World Metrology Week. It was another good World Metrology Week for us. We had a lot of readers checking out a lot of the content, answering the trivia questions, and commenting on stories and the like. Now, I want to ask you, do you find that there's a growing awareness within manufacturing of the importance of metrology? What's your take on that?
Well, metrology has always been an important part of the manufacturing world. I think what's happening today is that you see more and more and more better tools which allow you to improve your manufacturing processes. So yeah, it's definitely becoming a bigger issue. How well can I do this? How well can I measure it? And how can I go about improving my processes because of it? When I was kind of prepping for this a little bit, I came across a quote by the Scottish physicist Lord Kelvin, and he said, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. And so logically it would seem to follow that the better you can measure it, the more you can improve it. So yeah, I think there is a growing awareness. I think it's becoming more important in order for product quality, manufacturing efficiency, and those types of things.
I think that's well said, and I think that is important. I think anybody in manufacturing in particular certainly understands that, yeah, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it.
Right.
You know, and that's one of the, of course, that's one of the things about DMAIC is you want to have measure. Right. The M in DMAIC is measure. Another important issue, another couple of important issues that we talk about here a lot, I know the CMSC is concerned about, as well as education and training. Quite frankly, I think we've all known this. Industry needs more metrologists. They need more people going into the field. So can you talk a little bit about how the Coordinate Metrology Society is addressing this issue, and maybe you can reference a little bit about your brand new Level 1 personnel certification?
Yeah. A number of years back, I think it was 2008, some folks approached the CMSC about metrologist certification. Lots of industries. The example that they used was the nuclear industry, in which in order to enter a facility, you need to be qualified to do so. So once you get inside that facility, though, how do you know just how good the people that you're working with are? And so we, to shorten it up a lot, we decided we would undertake that certification issue. So in around 2009, there was a team put together, a subcommittee of the Coordinate Measurement Society, and that team was put together in order to come up with certification standards, certification tests, resulting in certification of metrologists. So it's been a long process. It's been a very intense process. You talked to Randy Groover, our certification committee chair, 2-3 weeks ago on this show. And I think he gave a lot of good information about it. But in a nutshell, after, I think it's been about 5 years now, we finally have what we're calling the Level 1 certification. Now, the Level 1 certification examination is a knowledge exam. It doesn't demonstrate any competency with hardware, software, any of those types of things. But it looks at a person's knowledge and sets a basic level of knowledge that a person should have when they're out working in the field of metrology. And so this will be the first year that we've actually administered the final examination. Last year, we administered a pilot exam. The metrics from that pilot exam then were run through several, well, I'll call them trap lines, but actually businesses that specialize in creating a fair test, a non-discriminatory test, a legally defensible test. And we've now come up with the actual final examination, which we're going to be administering at the conference this year in San Diego.
And so they'll get, people who take this exam will get some sort of certification there at the show? Is this something they get right away?
To tell you the truth, I don't have the answer to that question. If they pass the test, they will indeed be certified. Okay. And they will be presented with a certificate. They'll be entered in the database. They will have the option to purchase a stamp that they can stamp their reports with, and that certification will be valid for, I believe it's 5 years. Don't hold me to that, but I believe it's 5 years. And during that 5-year period, there are certain hoops that you have to jump through in order to maintain that certification as a valid certification.
And do we know that there's going to be, is the certification, do we know that there's companies that are going to recognize this certification? If you go to some aerospace company or something, are they going to go, oh, you're certified by, the CMS or whatever?
Mm-hmm. By whom? Yeah, exactly. That's another prong of the certification team, and it's one that we haven't addressed as well as perhaps we should have at this stage of the game, because we've been so busy getting the test put together in the first place. But one of the things that the team plans on doing is that we need to start advertising and letting industry know that there is a certification out there now, and that people with this certification have gone through a very rigorous examination and have met all the required qualifications for being certified at this stage for the knowledge portion of the certification. The follow-on certifications will be involving hardware. This year we're going to be piloting a articulated arm PCMM certification, and the data from that pilot examination will be used in creating a certification examination, the same as the pilot examination for the knowledge exam was used to create the final knowledge certification. The hardware examinations we refer to as level 2, and they will be specific to a given piece of hardware.
Well, Rob, that's great. There's a lot. Gosh, there's so much here to talk about.
Right.
There's actually a bunch of questions I wanted to get to, but we're running out of time, and we are going to be in San Diego. Dirk and I are going to be in San Diego at the end of the month, at the end of July, I should say, and we want to chat with you more then about this, because there's a lot more here to talk about. I'm glad we kind of got a little deeper into the certification, right, level 1 certification program here, though. So, Rob, for now, that's it. Thank you, though, for joining us today. I really appreciate it. We're going to see you again in San Diego at the end of July. Thanks for joining us.
Great. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you there.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Ron.